Content disclaimer: the views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer: under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976, allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is that might otherwise be infringing. Yes. We have myself and the beautiful one is in the building. How you doing, beautiful?
I'm well. How are you doing?
I'm wonderful. Welcome. We want to thank everybody for tuning in and being patient with us. People are coming in, logging in. How are you feeling out there in Canada? How's Canada doing?
Canada is good. The weather is beautiful. You know me.
Yes.
As long as it's sunny and warm, I'm so happy.
Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, maintain that happiness. That's important. That is important. Well, family, welcome to Healing Vibes with myself,
Yes.
King Simon, and
Carrie and Ingram. Welcome.
Not mercy. Let's get that around of applause. Yes, that's right. This is what it's called, Healing Vibes Show. And today we got a special guest for you coming up. It's called The Healing Powers of Rhythm and Movement. The one, the only. What's her name, girl? Tell them.
Queen Esther.
Yeah. Oh man. And coming up next, we're gonna have a special guest coming up next on the 25th. And we're gonna have this beautiful sister here, healing with natural products with Selena Cardova. That's gonna be fun on October 25th. And I can't wait to do that show. And of course, make sure you check out my girl, Carrie Ann. Make sure you hit her up at her website, CarrieAnnIngram.com, and also Linktree/King Simon, the numero Veda. And do remember, I got a class coming up October 28th. So you can go to my Linktree/King Simon, the numero Veda, where we're going to have some fun learning these numbers, baby. We're going to have some fun. Can't wait. Woo! All right. So great. You want to bring her on, or you want me to bring her on? How you want? What's going on? Come on now. You want me to bring on the great one? What you want to do?
Well,
you can bring her
on. Okay. Well, I would like you guys to welcome the amazing Queen Esther. She is a multifaceted artist who uses a myriad of modalities to facilitate healing, and we're going to dive into the amazing quality of vibration and rhythm and how that interweaves into itself. And yeah, I'm excited to talk to her. She has done so many incredible things. She was a dancer. She does just a myriad of different modalities to help individuals heal. So yeah, let's bring her on.
I was doing the bogle. That's a
bogle. You brought it back to the bogle. Wow.
Modality.
But it's different modalities, sound, drumming, dancing, like movement, it's yeah. So
exactly. So
and yeah.
So let's bring her on. Well, a well-deserved round of applause.
Welcome.
I want to make sure our sister's doing well. And let's welcome on right here. We're on Healing Vibes right here, live and direct with my applause button. Let's welcome her on. Wonder, y'all let us what's up, Queen? How you doing?
Woo! Ashe, ashe.
Ashe,
I
ashe.
say,
She would say all these modalities. King Simon, that's just the Pisces. She does it all, everything that needs to happen to work. I love it
Yes,
all, okay? Don't stop till we
exactly.
complete the circle. That's why a little bit of
yes.
everything is in there. So
Yes,
that's that.
I love it.
Ashe.
I love it, and how you have married them all together. And I've been studying biofield. Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
I don't know what
Yes, I
happened.
can.
Okay.
okay.
Right here.
So
We right here.
the biofield of the human body, and how, I'm a Reiki healer, so I work with the
Wow.
subtle energies inside and out, and seeing all of the work that you have been really invested in helping individual
Mhm.
heal with sound and movement, that is tapping into the biofield, that and that word is coined. I would love to know what it used to be called when our
Mm.
ancient Kemetic ancestors
Mhm.
really perfected that part of the healing the body, the healing in the body for
Mm.
um
Mhm.
humans. So yeah.
Yes. Well, I like to keep it simple and clear. And when you say biofield, but it's just pure magic. Let's cut to the chase, okay?
Mhm.
The magic of life, the beauty of the body. We really got to be thankful for that.
Yes.
Stop right there. We're not even paying attention to the divinity of you being created in the womb of your mother, your ancestor. How do you do that? Can we
Yes.
just be thankful for the magic? It's beyond words. But whatever it is, it's a blessing, and we need to be vibing on that. And that's why I'm so excited every day, because I'm in the magic of the moment, in the magic of the life, actually. Yes.
That's amazing.
You know?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. I love
Right.
that. I love that.
Queen, it's always fun to see you in action, especially when you and Queen Afua and everybody is doing their thing. We had Queen the other couple of weeks ago. She started our first show, which was
Yeah.
the Healing Vibes, and she did a very beautiful job in regards to domestic violence.
Yes.
And when it
Wow.
comes to rhythm and sound, how would our younger people, and I really think about this because I know when I was a child I used to love to dance, I used to love to act, I used to do all that stuff, but we never knew the real nuances behind all of that. How can it help to level out children and calm them down when they're going through things in school or going through things with their family? How can
Mm-hmm.
healing with the rhythms and sound, how does that work for children also, please?
Yeah. Well, the sound, even speaking in a soft voice is healing.
Mm,
Even
mm,
talking to someone in a loving tone. It's not what we say, it's how we say it.
right.
And for the fact that when we deal with the healing, and I want to speak to you, I want to speak into you. So when
Mm,
I'm talking to you, I'm talking to you in a way that you can receive it, you can feel it, and you can benefit by it if you so choose. That is
mm,
the intention of the tone that I'm speaking to you in. That's why I like to
Mm.
be very clear. I don't want people to be confused. Children, nature, even a tree can respond, a bird can respond. It's all alive. It's being sensitive and
mm,
how we are projecting ourselves to whatever that energy might be, you
mm.
know?
Right, right.
Absolutely.
Mhm.
And so in your e- experience diving into or using poetry to
Mhm.
touch the hearts of people, is that how you utilize the different tonalities?
Well, when it comes to the poetry, when I need, you never know when you need to do healing work on the
Yeah.
spot. I may not have 6 weeks of therapy to go through therapy, but I can drop a poem right now to get you where you need to be. I got
Right.
2 minutes, drop a poem, and that's the medicine.
Right.
So poetry is kind of expedient, wake up, touch the heart, touch the mind, and the key is how can we affect the healing? How can
Right.
we do that in whatever time that we have? A poem might just be what we have to sum it up, you know? And the person is like, a lot of people, for example, feel like, I'm having depression. I'm having bipolarism. I was upset. People have a lot of issues. So I just drop a poem on. I just want to thank you because I can clearly see that you didn't have to do it, but you created me.
Mm.
That's so
Uh,
beautiful.
That that's
Mhm.
How?
so whatever you're going through, I just want to thank you for giving me a life. So when I say that poem, people realize, wow, I was upset about this and that, but guess what? I have a life. That's
Right.
that's you understand?
Right, right.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hmm.
And what I found interesting is that, all of us have a journey. Now, what allowed, and I say that word very clearly to people, and what allowed you to journey into what you have developed into over the years? All these years that you've been doing it, what started you on your journey? I'm sure the people want to know how that started off. What did
Mhm.
it start as a
Yeah.
child? Did it start after trauma? How did it start?
Well, I
Hmm.
would like to say that I have not been traumatized.
Okay,
I
great.
mean, I mean, I've been through things in life, but I'm having a great life.
Okay,
And I would
okay.
have to also say that, that I would really have to bring it to mom and dad.
Mm,
My mom was clear. She was on point. She was a musician. She did it. She told us to use our mind and think. She was on it all. She was totally with it. And
mm.
my father was a Taurus the bull. He didn't play with you. He was like, use your common sense. You better wake up. You better be alert. So between the two of them, you didn't have time to be asleep. You know. My mother was like, whatever the mind conceive, you can achieve. The
Yes.
journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. She was just like, answer it. And my dad was like, use common sense. So
Mm,
between my father was one of the founders of the African American Day Parade, still going on in Harlem. And my
mhm,
mother was the first Miss Africa back in 1953.
mm.
You
Wow.
know, so this is the importance of parenting. People don't know that parenting is the root
Ooh,
because you're
preach
making
on it.
human beings for the future.
That's right.
Speak on
Okay?
it. Yes.
That's right.
And I had my mother and my father, so I'm balanced. I had mom and I had dad. I
Mm,
Right.
felt protected, and I had mom. So you could be a single parent if necessary, but somebody's missing. You
Right.
mm,
understand? But if you're blessed to have both and they're conscious, then you really got it going on. So from an early age, I was like aware, and I
Mhm.
just I felt as a young teenager, I was like, when I see the elders, they're so wise, they have so
mm.
much information, but they're kind of old. They don't move around too well. They're kind of ill, but they got a lot.
Right.
And then the young people got all this energy, they moving, but they just don't have much wisdom. I said, well, if I could be young and fluffy and energetic and get wise, now that would be ideal. And I think that's the approach I took to life. Let me learn, let me be obedient, let me listen to people, let me inquire, let me be humble. I want to know. And some people,
Right.
I don't want to know. I want to do it my way. No, I want to know the way. I'm open to many different teachings. And I started dancing by accident
Mm,
because I had two sisters. This is a very funny story because it can change your life. I had
mhm,
two beautiful sisters, and I knew the beauty of family. And a woman was in my sister was in my building, and she only had a brother. She didn't have any sisters. I kind of felt sorry for her because she didn't have anybody like my sisters. But she was also kind of snooty on top of that. I just thought it was kind of funny. So she would be like, I'm gonna ride my bike. And I was like, well, can I hold the back of your bike with my skates? And you can, she said, okay, get on the back of my bike. And she'd roll around. Then she's like, I gotta go to ballet school. And I said, I gotta go to ballet school too. I wasn't going to no ballet school, but I just thought it'd make her feel like accept me better if she was going to ballet and I was going to. So every Saturday she went to ballet and I went to my room. She thought. So one day she came to my house. She said, "Don't you gotta go to ballet?" And my sister was like, "I said don't go to no ballet." And I was like, "I was just thought you liked me better." She said, "Are you all these months you've been fronting?" I'm like, "I just thought would accept me if I said I went to ballet." And she said, well, "Why don't you come to ballet for real?" And I was like, "Ma, can I go to?" My mother said, "You've been going in your mind all these months. You might as well go ahead to ballet." So that's how I started dancing ballet,
exactly.
off the cuff, you know. But then some friends after some years, and I got my body this going on your toe. I was like, this stuff is starting to be uncomfortable,
This,
As
this
we got,
piece.
and my
So
friends were
does
like,
it
you need to go to African. Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, go right ahead.
Go ahead,
Oh,
sister.
I'm sorry. I always wanted to know, to speak to a living ballerina, does your toes actually get all icky and tore up because you're on it? It's real. It's real.
That's when I quit ballet because that didn't feel
Exactly.
natural to me. That was too much. I'm like, this is for the dance. This is
Exactly.
this is painful. I'm not
Exactly.
enjoying this anymore. And
Right.
the beginning was good for tonation and stretching. That was all great and great. But when we had to go on our toes and I'm not into sufferation, just to dance. And then my other friends was like, you need to go to African dance. And I was like, okay, well, take me to the studio. And somebody took me to La Rock Bay in Harlem. And
Yes.
honey, that studio was throbbing. I was
Crazy.
like, oh my God, them African drums. I was like, what in the world? And
Right.
I went next to it. People was flying, drummers was going, Mr. LaRock. I was like, this is insane. How soon can I join?
That's right. No. You know, that's funny now. Now that you said that, a dear friend of mine I used to work with at SOBs was Baba Olatunji. And I see that you used to work with our dear drummer, may he rest in peace. He was the one that him and I used to talk all the time before he get on stage. We'd be in the SOB's office with Larry Gold and the owners there, and we would talk, and he would show me how to whistle through the hands and all of
Come
that kind of
on.
stuff. So tell us about that experience with the late great Baba Olatunji, especially because African drum, African dance, all of that. He was such a great brother. He used to do the Kwanzaa events for us at SOBs every year for us. So
I
sir,
was there. You must have seen me.
I must have seen
Yeah.
you. I must have seen
Yeah,
you.
you know.
I didn't know who you
So
were then. I didn't know who you
you
were then.
didn't
So
know. I didn't
I
know.
did.
So I did the Larock Bay for a while, and Larock Bay trained us like stallions. I mean, jump, fly, spin. He did not allow any mistakes. I mean, he
Mm,
made us like, we were like war horses. We were so tough. We could spin. We could go for hours. Oh, I mean, total perfection. And so
mm,
other sister said, you know what? Maybe you should take this audition for Babatunde Olatunji because it's more authentic
yeah,
African dance. And I was like,
yeah.
okay, let's go check that out. So
Right.
I went to the audition, 18 people auditioning, and I got the audition. Out of the 18
Wow.
people, I was the only one. And our first assignment was a tour of the whole Caribbean, Trinidad, Tobago, Barbados, St. Lucia, St. Kitts, Bahamas. And I had 3 weeks to learn the repertoire, learn how to wear the attire, and shift gears from the Rock Bay, who was an African American doing African dance, to traditional dance with Babatunde Olatunji.
That's
And so
right.
after the tour, there was no going back. So
Right.
that's how I got started with Babatunde. He gave me my name, Olabisi, Olabi, Omoyai. The family's honor, joy, happiness increases. And I stayed with Baba.
There's Baba there. There's
That's
Baba.
him.
Wow.
That's a
You
great
know,
Baba right there, man. Oh my
that's the
goodness.
great Baba Tunde Olabisi Baba.
Baba. But I
That's
miss him
Baba.
so dearly. He was such a good brother to me,
Oh,
man. He treated me so
he
well.
was so, he's so
Treated me so.
real as a
Yeah, he
father.
was so real. And I
When you
just
talk about father, he was everybody's
yes,
father. He
yes,
was
yes,
so
yeah,
wise. He
yeah,
overstood us. He would pull us to the side. He would talk to us. He would counsel us.
yeah,
He
Mm,
was a real Baba. He called
yes.
him
mm.
Baba.
That's
And
right.
then one day he said, I got a trip going to Nigeria next year. And he was like, oh, yeah, 40 of us signed up for the trip. I knew I had to go because I wanted to go since junior high school to go to Africa. 40 of
Right.
us.
Mhm.
Well, after a couple of months, it broke down to 20. And then when it broke down to 15, my mother said, well, what happened to the 40 people? She said, I think I should go with you because from 40 to 15, I'll feel better if she's with you. Well, on the day
Mm,
we left for the trip, only me and my sister left.
mm.
Wow.
All out of all the 40, I was the only one. And that
Wow.
just goes to show you how deep it was going to Africa 40 years ago. You
Mhm,
understand?
mhm,
It was a
mhm.
deep, it had to be because I said, I don't know who's not going, but I know that I'm going. I made up my mind. And I'm going to see my mother. I'm going to my mother Africa. One way, you
Mm.
understand? So it's
Yes.
that kind of determination.
That's right.
You see, and that way, and our first thought was Nigeria, and that's another book. Okay, that's another story.
Yeah, big up the Nigerians.
And
That's a
Do
I
you
whole.
thought,
remember
and then I
what it
thought,
felt like to hit the soil?
I, hit the soil. Oh, well, we hit the soil in a nutshell. We hit the soil, and they said, Baba was supposed to leave. Baba left before us, and so they said, when you get to the airport, just asked for Baba Tunde Olatunde. So we landed, we said, Baba Tunde Olatunde. I'm Baba Tunde. I'm Baba Tunde. He was like, oh, man.
Everybody is Baba.
Everybody's Baba Tunde. We was like, this ain't, we get on the phone, Baba Tunde, hello, kilo day. I said, miscommunication. We couldn't get Baba on the phone. My sister said, let's just get a cab and go to our friends that we stayed with last year. We get to the cab. How much? You pay $40. You will pay $80. We said, it's only for, if you don't like it, you are wasting our time, Joy. You don't get it, you are wasting my time. I'm in my motherland, hit the soil, and I got to start. Then the driving was like, you could have a heart attack. Like, my sister was like, calm down. It's going to be okay. Calm down. You're going to be all right, So we got to the people. I mean, this is just, I have to try to remember, we only got 60 minutes here, and I got a whole lot of stuff going on. I'm just trying to I just want to give you that tidbit.
Right.
So we get to her friend's house, and we said, oh, it's Baba, because my sister said, we can't find Baba. Let's go to a hotel and just go to our friend's house. We stayed last year, and we'll find Baba tomorrow. So we go up to the door. It's Baba and made up. Hey, they have moved, though. My sister said, well, where did they move? We are so sorry. We don't know where they have moved. We said, well, don't we have a number or something? Hey, madam, we cannot help you. We all the way from U.S. now. We at the door, and they moved 3 months. There ain't no telephone. We just there. You understand? So we go back to the driver. We said, can you take us to a nice hotel? You are wasting my time. You will pay. You will pay. You will pay. All of that. We get to a beautiful hotel in Ikoyi. We said, oh, we can get a bath. We can get some food. We can regroup. Find Baba tomorrow. We get to the front gate. We said, we want to get a room. They said, oh, okay. What is your name? We said, do you have a reservation? We said, no. Hey, you do have a reservation. We said, hey, we are very sorry. We said, hey, we said, please, we beg. Can we get, if you don't have a reservation, we cannot help you. We was like, please. He said, madam, we are very sorry. So we go back to the cab driver. Hey, you will pay. You are wasting my. So to make a long story short, he took us to the third hotel, and we got in our room, and it was so hot. The air conditioner was broke. It was steaming. We opened up the windows, and we fell on. We was like, oh, thank God we found it. So we'll call Baba tomorrow. We had a big patio. We looked on the patio. The tree is like the tree was moving. We said, you see that tree is moving. So we start looking close at the tree. We looked. Come to find out it was something in the tree. King Simon. King Simon. It was bats. Bats turned upside down with beady eyes, yellow inside. A tree full of, that's when we lost it. We just screamed, that's when I broke down. I was like, and we said, there's bats. He said, yeah, this is the Bat Hotel. Oh, no. It's a tree. That was day one.
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
That's hilarious.
So it can only, in my mind, I'm like, it can only get better from there.
Exactly. It can only get better from there. That's the only way to go.
The Bat Hotel. We was at the Bat Hotel.
The Bat Hotel. The Bat Cave in the Bat Hotel.
That's an incredible story. And
that's day one, girl.
I don't know what I would have done.
People that are just tuning in, we're here with the illustrious Queen Mother herself, Queen Esther. She is the founder of Healing by the Light of the Moon, of course, Celestial Beauty, Fairy Godmother, Queen, Dean of Queen Afua Sacred Women Rites and Passing School, and of course, and don't forget, you can hit her up at her email at healingbythelightofthemoon@gmail.com. Her IG is Healing by the Light of the Moon, and her Facebook is Healing by the Light of the Moon. And don't forget, the website is scrolling right there at the bottom, www.themooncall.com.
Yes. Okay, Queen Esther. Esther.
Yes.
After all of that, I'm with bated breath. I want to know what your downloads are. So that's what you shared with us. You have tons that you need to
share. Yes. So that's key. Thank you for bringing it home. I appreciate love that. You got to have an anchor to bring, because I can be out here, They say, Mom, the class is not going to be till Tuesday. You got 1 hour. Okay, bring it here. Bring it here. Okay, I'm right here. I'm right here with it. So what happens with healing by the light of the moon? You know, one of the biggest issues we have as people, we're very divided. Okay, we're Rasta, we're Hare Christian, we're Muslim, we are, you know, we're short hair, we're long hair, we all of that plus some. But the issue is, how do we get together as one with all these different realities going on that we are really connected to? So the spirit gave me the moon. I don't believe in the moon. Yeah, you're going to believe in the moon. You have your menstrual cycle. You have your reproductive organs. So I had to go to Mother Nature, that nobody can say I don't believe in that. We have something in common as women. We have a moon cycle, and the moon is the rhythm that keeps things together. You know, when you're dancing, if somebody's off beat, it's just not going to work. Everybody got their own swag, but we all on the same rhythm. You understand what I'm saying? So when you think about European people not hearing the rhythm, that says a lot for those people. Anytime you cannot hear the rhythm, that's 90% of the problem. You understand what I'm saying? Because rhythm is what makes us who we are. So Light of the Moon was just a way that the download came. This is what we're going to do to keep us together around the globe, to be in the same place, because everybody knows about the full moon and the new moon, but the moon has 8 phases.
Yep.
And we track each phase, and I put healing along with each phase. New moon, clean up, clean your house, exercise, drink water, you know what, clean your car, clean your fridge, get it together, start fresh, renew, reboot. New moon, crescent moon, get your mind right. I am positive, I am love, I am prosperous, I am fabulous. You better know it, you better say it, you better believe it. Affirm who you are, that part. Third phase, getting to your spirituality. Look, when we don't have spirituality, we have ego. You think she's all of this? Cut to the chase. The Most High is running this. Let's don't get it twisted. Everybody got a part to play. Be humble, be loving, be sharing, be kind, be real, be authentic, be in spirit. You know, if we don't have our spirituality together, it's not going to work, okay? That's what keeps us in check. Number 4, where's your cash flow? You know, you got to have that cash flow, that finance. How you going to get that? You got your gifts. Use your gifts, and that'll be your financial empowerment.
Loving it.
Number 5.
Number 5 is the full moon. Enjoy yourself. Go get a massage. Go get some oils. Go get some frankincense. Go book a trip. Do what? Live your life, for crying out loud. Enjoy yourself. People walking around with a mad look all day. How could you? Go do something for your life, okay? Get this money. Enjoy. Do you feel me on that?
Yes.
And then phase 6, because now the moon is going up and the moon goes down. When it's on number 6, check yourself. Am I doing better? Did I exercise? Did I check my budget? Is my house clean? You know, if you can't check yourself, you know, you're going to wreck yourself. You know what I'm saying? Check up from the neck up, as Dr. Khalid would say. You got to.
I love that.
Yourself.
Check up from the neck up. That's what
Dr. Khalid. You already understand what I'm talking about. You see how his ancestors. You already know. You know, you have to be able, in order to heal yourself, you got to admit what needs healing. You just can't be walking with the same problem 7 years. Hey, this is getting old. You know you got this problem, right? You got to deal with it. You know, you got to self-check. And on that phase number 7, you better get ready for the new moon. You can't wait till the new moon gets here to clean up. You're too late. You need about 7 days. Come on, get the floor done, get the laundry done, clean the car, clean the fridge. You need a little time to get ready. So by the time, you know, the balsamic is, don't talk so much. Go in. Put crystals under your pillow. Meditate. You know, take your baths. Be with you. Love one. You know, shut it down. Come on Instagram. Go in. Go into the big house. You know, enjoy that process. And by the time the new moon gets there, your house is clean. You got flowers up. You know, your kitchen is clean. And you do this every month. You can't get lost in space because the moon keeps us in rhythm, on track. You understand what I'm saying?
Over inner, like, you don't. So, Queen, I think it was in 2012.
Okay.
2012, I started to feel like I was going crazy. I didn't understand. Every month, I was experiencing emotional upheaval. I had these crazy cravings, and I didn't understand what. Like, I would see a leaf, and I would start crying. So I believed, I was like, that these are signs of you're losing your mind. And then Spirit said, start to track the moon. And I started to clock the moon and my emotions and how I was behaving and my cravings, and everything started to make sense.
Shifted. Thank you.
Yeah.
That part right there. And that's so key. And you know what really happened was really deep. I just keep it simple. There's 7 days in a week. There's 14 days in 2 weeks. There's 21 days in 3 weeks. And there are 28 days in 4 weeks, period. So
Yeah.
when they give us 30 days and 31 days, since we're already out of alignment, we're already out of order as women. There's no 30 days. It's only 28. That's what the moon. This is the nature is showing us, especially as women. So if we're not in alignment with the moon phases, which is our phases, now we're out of order. You see, now we're in disorder. And when mother's out of order, the whole house is out of order. Look at mother, look at the whole planet Earth. You understand? We are Mother Nature, planet Earth. And because we're out of order, so that's why we got to get back in order, know who we are, know our power. And that's healing by the light of the moon. Now, the upload that I got about 3 days, about 48 hours ago was so profound. And that's what I wanted to share with you today, because it's a game changer. And, you know, I deal with the facts because I don't like to go back my opinion. This ain't about your opinion, okay? This is the deal. Okay, this is the deal. We don't got to worry about that. You can't argue with Mother Nature. It's not a debate.
Straight facts.
So, you know, so you know, that part. You know, I'm serious. And I love King Simon because he's an open book. You know, I figured, you know, he's all, when you got an astrological, numerological mind, he's all the way out here, but he can comprehend exactly what I'm saying and how we pull it all together. So what came to me 48 hours, you know, when you mention Africa, people will be, let me tell you, well, you know, the Moors, you know, we were here before. But yeah, I know all about that. But obviously, we came from the motherland, the mainland. We get it. We Africans are everywhere on the planet. But basically, our people were brought from Africa. Look, you can go to the slave castles in Ghana, in Senegal. It's in the books. We don't have to be confused about that. Legitimately, we are from the motherland, Africa. Now, whatever else you want to say, cool runnings. But your mom and your grandma came from Africa. Now, wake up and smell the cloth. You understand what I'm saying? We don't have to be confused. This is legitimate. So we don't have to tilly-tally about that. So when I mention Africa, people don't got to be like, in a fog. Hello, these are the facts. Okay? That's my 8-point part. This is called the MOJ. King Simon, this is called the Movement of Jah People. Got to get with the pro. What? It's the movement now. That's movement, and that's the and the rhythm is the fact that we're in a time or age of Aquarius. Things are, look, the Queen of England, she's on a long vacation. I mean, things are shifting. You know what I'm saying? Long vacation. Enjoy the long back.
We'll be back in 2,000 years.
Enjoy your long back. Go relax yourself. You know what I'm saying? Chill with that. You know what I'm saying? But look at Iraq, Iran, Israel. It's a lot going on right now. Okay, so this is not
Haiti,
ordinary.
what's happening in Haiti?
More stuff happening in Haiti. I didn't even hear about the Haitian situation, but I heard about the zombies in Philadelphia. Did you hear that they got zombies in Philadelphia? Oh, hey, don't mention about the chemtrails. Don't mention about the food. Hey, it's too many things to mention. I mean,
too many.
We get the idea. Right? Yeah. So at this time, we have to recognize that we are key players. We are key players in what's happening in the world right now. But because we were asleep, we don't really know our power. We are key players. Look, the world is all up in Africa, all up in your mama's business. Everybody trying to get up in Africa, and we're trying to go to the Essence Awards. You know, not go to the Essence Awards.
or the Beyonce concert.
hey, trying to worry about what hairstyle, what's Jada up to. Live and let live. Okay,
facts.
Live and let live. You understand? But we got some serious issues on the corner right now on the situation, and we have to put on our king and queen garbs. You know, another thing I got to jump in here. We have a lot of kings and queens, and I'm gonna get straight to the point. You got your Will Smith, you got your Michael J. But see, you can't be a king or a queen on a plantation. I'm not impressed.
Yes.
Right.
You're a queen, but you're still on the plantation. What kind of, you on the plantation? Don't talk too loud.
You're a
You're a
slave
king,
still.
but hello, moving forward. And that's what I'm trying to tell you now. So you got a whole continent and you want to close your eyes because you got an issue. That's the second point. And number 3, we are the United African. Look, I'm part Nigerian, part Senegalese, part Cameroonian. I'm Kemetic. I'm all of Africa. Don't play me. Don't even try it. People gonna go to AfricanAncestry.com. Oh, I'm from Guinea. You think you just from Guinea? Excuse me? No. Because your mama's from Guinea. Where was your daddy from? Where was your granddaddy? African people be migrating. They be moving. It ain't about one blood. It's all African blood. And as Africans in the diaspora, we have to claim all of Africa. We don't have no tribalism. I'm the total tribal. I'm the whole Africa. Like Dr. Kwame Nkrumah said, I may not have been born in Africa, but Africa was born in me.
In me.
That's right.
So I don't have no tribal vibe. Ghana, I love it. Senegal, I love it all. Jamaica, I love all of it. I love it all.
Yes.
Okay? That's who we are as diasporans. And that makes it easy for us. We don't got to pick sides.
Yes.
Okay? That's your part 3. Now your part 4, I got to give you these 8. These are 8 points with the 8 phases of the moon. The point 4 is that Africa needs us. Your mama needs you. We have technology. We have skills. We have resources. We have connections. We are entrepreneurs. We've learned so much being captives in America for 400 years, but Africa needs this information. She needs our help to clear through these situations.
Mm-hmm.
We already know how to handle things. Number 4 and number 5, we need Africa bad. Because why you need your mama? Because you don't know who you are. A man trying to be with a man. Come on, y'all got to wake up and smell it. What? You don't know about your family structure? I mean, basics. You need your dignity. You need your legacy. You need your royalty. You need your majesty.
Ashe.
What?
That's
That's my mother.
Yes.
Everybody, they mother trying to get up with my mother, and I don't even want to deal with my mother.
Listen.
You can't even find the Chinese people running all over Africa, trying to run Africa. Excuse me, that's my mother. How about that?
You're dropping some gems that are touching deep in my soul. So I went to Africa for the first time in 2019. One of my dearest friends took me with her, and it was a life-changing, soul-shifting experience that I will never ever forget, and I'm indebted to her forever because of that amazing experience that I'm so deeply grateful for. But in touching the soil, things within my DNA were unlocked. So everything you're saying is speaking to my soul, and I came back with the intention to go back over there and just expand and just live and be with Mama Africa. And every time I talk about this to people, I'm so passionate. And it's hard to conceptualize it unless you go and put your feet on the ground and feel the vibration, rhythm, feel that. Oh,
that part, and the deep part about it, Africa's so vast. It's like we go, I'm in Cali, I'm in New York, I'm in Atlanta, I'm in Miami, I'm in Cali, I'm in Chicago, I'm in New York, I'm in LA, I'm in LA. Hey. How many times are we gonna do this? Okay? Whereas opposed to saying, I'm in Ghana, I'm in Senegal, I'm in Kenya, I'm in Kemet, okay, I'm in Cameroon. We got things to do, okay? Last week, I was coming from Ghana to Senegal. My husband is Senegalese. My husband's father has 4 wives, and there are 40 children. Breathe that in. 40. Okay. 40. Okay. Right. So I was coming to Senegal, and I was coming from Ghana to Senegal. Something happened with the ticket, and instead of going from Ghana to Senegal in 3 hours, the plane had to go all the way to Kenya first. come back to Abidjan, and then to Senegal. I
Wow.
had to go across Africa. But the interesting thing was I had never been to Kenya before. And I got a
Oh,
touch of Kenya, and I was like, okay, that part. Oh, it's like you
yeah.
haven't seen the elephants, and it went in the deep part when we was on the plane coming in, and we were up in the clouds. I saw some mountains coming through the top of the clouds, and I was like, really?
Wow.
Wow, that part.
Wow.
Mhm. So now I got to get back to Kenya and check in over there because,
Right.
I mean that and I went to Kemet. How can you describe going to Kemet? That hey, you could spend a lifetime just discovering these different aspects of ourselves.
Right.
Because King Tut, that's my people. That's my peep. I wear that eyeliner like that, and they be like, "Hey, cousin. Hey, cousin." I'm telling you, it's a deep thing. But you gotta, you know what I'm saying. You said if I had known that, I would have been here experimenting and experiencing the
Yeah.
motherland. So let me
Yeah.
just give you six. This is so beautiful. So we have to step into the world stage now. We are
Mhm.
power players. Look, America want to be. No, that's our mother, and we coming in now. It's a whole different vibration. And the thing now is to know that now the world, because of what the world's going through, this is the perfect time to step up and step in. You understand? This is the time to step in. And we're not going to go in Africa. We don't need bombs and wars. We need negotiation. We need communication. We need coming to the table. We need to talk to our brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? We need to go on there on that level. And the eighth part is we need to go and talk to the African leaders and say, yeah, we home now. Okay. Hey, Auntie. Hey, Auntie. Okay. That part. What can we do for Africa? What can Africa do for us? We need some land. We need some, your passports. You need some, we need some things. They need some things. And we need to be mature about how we step into Africa now as
Right.
the sons and daughters. You
Yes.
understand? Movement. Bob said it back in 1977. The movement of Ja
Okay.
people.
Cool.
That's
Because
right.
I need my people to know you can stay in America if you want to, but we have choices. I mean, if the earth is ours in the fullness there, why are we stuck in the Bronx? Really? Hey,
Some people ain't leaving.
really?
Somebody just asked the question, Queen. What would be Queen Esther's top 3 countries in Africa for Blacks in the diaspora to visit?
Well, Ghana is the portal. Ghana is the doorway. You just start with Ghana because Kwame Nkrumah said, "One Africa, one nation, one people." Kwame Nkrumah says you weren't born in Africa, but Africa's born in you. And Ghana is like the doorway, the portal to come into. The people are kind. They speak English. They're warm. I mean, you might not want to step into Nigeria for square one. You know what I'm saying? Now, I love Nigeria, but it might not be your first step. You know what I'm
Oh, oh.
Ghana,
Go
you
to
can eat.
Nigeria. We'll have a credit card for you.
You have a big timer when you get to where if you go, my people, because like in Ghana, the sign says Ghana, one aim, one nation, one destiny. In
Yep.
Nigeria, the sign says Nigeria, love it or leave it.
I love Nigeria
Well,
already.
I
Who asked? They want to know who asked you to come here. Why are you even here?
Why are you here?
Who invited you?
Do you have
You
money?
know, yeah, money now. And I love because they're straight up. Nigerians they don't play. Do you know that most of the doctors in the U.S. are from Nigeria? They're
yep.
not
Exactly.
playing. They're
They
not
Exactly.
don't.
playing with you.
In all of
Hey,
West
let me tell
Africa.
you. Say that again.
In all of West Africa, they don't play
You
with
know,
their education.
no, I had never seen so much wealth in my life until I went to Africa. We had it. We thought
Queen
that Africa
Esther,
didn't.
can you please repeat that for the people? Please repeat that for the people.
I
Because we
had never
believe this
seen so much
poverty.
wealth as the wealth I've seen in Africa. I have not seen it with my eyes. When I first got to Nigeria, this was 40 years ago, I remember sitting at my terrace one day and I counted 26 Mercedes Benz driving one after the Mercedes back to back to back. That was 40 years ago. Okay? So when I asked the Nigerian women and I said, do you ever travel to US? Because I thought I was coming from New York. I had it going on. So I asked the Nigerian woman, I said, do you ever go to New? She said, New York. We don't go to New York. Oh, the people there, they have no class. They only wear jeans and T-shirts. I said, wow. They only wear jeans and T-shirts. If I want to shop, I go to Paris because these people, they don't have any class. What? You haven't seen wealth? You haven't seen what? The fabric spraying people money. I can't even describe it. You haven't seen the Queen, the Asantehines in Ghana, in Cape, in Kumasi, how the kings, when they wear their dinkra and their, you want to be a part of it. You want to get your fabric and sit up there too. This is our legacy. Wow.
Okay.
Powerful.
So you, back in the day, you and Queen Afua went to Africa too, right?
We sure did. We went back and Queen. Well, me and Queen Afua, we were just put together. The spirit just said, put these sisters together because they're on the same wavelength. And her father was a Garveyite, and so was mine. Right. Who goes there? Okay, I'll keep it down. Oh yeah, I'm in Senegal now in the family house, and I'm talking like I'm out at the radio station, and they're like, and it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. You understand that part? We're in a whole.
Thank you so much for accommodating us.
I'm so thankful, and King Simon, I've been thinking about including the men in healing by the light of the moon, because men have to heal just like the women, and we have to unify, and we have to unify, and we have to be on the same page. Right. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We have to and when we go into Africa, the women and the men have to go. They need to get the information. I have a trip going March 23rd. March.
Right. Is it on your website?
And so that trip I'll put that on my site. That trip is going to go to Ghana, and it's going to go to Uganda. Ghana and Uganda. Clean across Africa. That's because it's two different extremes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. West Africa and East Africa are no way the same. So that's going to be a nice mix. And we're going to be going to different places in Africa because they're all going to give you a different experience. Mm-hmm. And you need to go to different places to find out what resonates with you, what feels like you. Some places you'll be like, I can deal with, I love this. Some places you'll be like, nah, I'm not going to be. You got to find your place. Just like if you want to live in LA, or you want to live in New York, or you want to live in Atlanta, you got to find the place that resonates with you. Mm-hmm.
That's right.
Yes.
That's right. I know Lloyd was telling me that he does come on your program every now and then to break down certain things. So I know Lloyd was telling me that just now.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. What the rhythm is everything, because the rhythm is it's time for us to get to moving. Yes. Those of us, King Simon, back in the day, we heard 144,000. How many times have we heard 144,000? The way things are going, we can get 20,000, we can get 50,000. We got to be people trying to get us, between Gates Foundation and between the Gates and the chemtrails and the zombies and the clone Tyrone and all the other stuff going on. Hey. You got to be alert right now. You got to pay attention right now. And the city's sinking. So those of us who are in consciousness, we have to be ahead of it. We have to create a legacy for our children and our grandchildren. You understand? We have to make the communication. We've got to communicate with our brothers and sisters at home. We've got to build the bridge. We got to find out where our places will be that we want to be in. And if you have a home in Jamaica and one in Brooklyn and one in Africa, there's nothing wrong with that. Right. But we need to know what Africa is, because again, that's our mother. And this is another thing that gets me. This new world order is nothing new about the world. The sun rises in the east. It's the true world order, and the true world order is us.
Yes.
We are the true world, and we have to wake up into the truth of who we are, reclaim our power, reconnect with our mother, because our mother needs us now. Right. If we don't be careful, the imposters are coming. Simon, they're coming for the second coming, with some more vicious things to put Africa 40 years behind. And
Mm-hmm.
we are the ones that have to say,
No.
don't do that. Don't do that. You know, for example, in Ghana, you know, the vice president came to Ghana and she said, I have $400 million and I want to give the president of Ghana $100 million, but I want you to put up this building for the GLBTLBQ. And we said, hey, hold on a minute, Susie, wait a minute now. The chiefs were like, that's not our culture. You know, if people, whatever personal life people have, that's on them. But to put up a building and put up a flag that say this is a place for GLB in the middle in Africa, it's just not our culture.
That's right.
It's not.
That's right.
And as diasporans, we can be like, don't even think about it. Don't even try it.
Exactly.
We already know. You know? So we have to be there to kind of support these type of things. They got a new vaccine. Let's dump it in Africa. No, don't even think about it.
Exactly. Exactly.
We have to protect our mother right now. You know, because when things get really way out in the West and in Europe, we need to have a safe place to go. So we, you know, right now you're going to get organic food in the U.S. What kind of organic you getting right now? You can't even eat organic unless you growing it. You don't even know what you're eating right now in the West.
So true.
You see, this is true, and it's not going to get better. So those of us who are visionaries, this is why I'm so thankful to speak to King Simon, because we're from back in the day and we're still here, focused, doing the work.
Right.
As leaders, as visionaries. If we don't map the course, Bob Marley said it back in 1977, Exodus. Bob was way ahead. He
That's
was
right.
a visionary.
That's right.
1977. He said it's the movement of Ja people.
That's
You
right.
got to move around.
Got to move. And of course, I mean, you know, I definitely want you to, you know, Carrie Ann is my co-host on Wednesday. So Carrie Ann Ingram is my co-host, and you know, she's from Toronto, Canada. So we had to cross the borders to make sure we do the right thing. And then we want to, you know, I'm glad you're in Africa right now. We're not gonna keep you because you're there late. It's like 1 something in the morning. I got it.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Yeah, but I'm just thankful to communicate with you and to communicate with the world. You know, it's like you know, as the fairy godmother, I just need to snap out of it. I'm hey. As healers, you know, it's not a debate. This is my people. I love my people, and you're gonna snap out of it. You're gonna wake up.
That's right. That's right.
That's what time it is. And don't be afraid of your mother, the richest continent on the planet. Everybody's trying to get here for some of this, and we're trying to ignore that it's ours. There's still something wrong with the psyche.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? If we're still having blockages with that, then we have to really see that we're still under a spell. And that's what I say to that, snap out of it. Because we're in the time right now to move forward and to step into the arena. We're the chosen people. You know, we're the missing link.
That's right.
And everybody's trying to run fast before we wake up, because once that sleeping giant wakes up, it's called game over.
That's right. That's right.
So Carrie Ann, I'm so thankful to connect with you. You are such a beautiful queen. She's so beautiful and kind and wise and loving. And King Simon, he's a king. He has wisdom. And this is what time it is. I'm just so honored to have been in your presence on your show with the 8 phases of the moon.
Fine.
And we'll follow up on that.
Yeah.
And I'll
Yes.
fly us a trip to Africa. And
make sure people go to your website. We want everybody to go to her website. That's www.themooncall.com. She has so many things. Also, she has a book up there that she's selling, that a very good book, and do the consultations with her. They got all types of great things going on, a lot of services that she has to offer. So please make sure you support our dear Queen Esther in the building, man. Give her a round of applause, of course. For great self. And Queen, thank you very much. And I thank your daughter. Thank, of course, your son. Hallelujah. And of course, definitely your daughter. How you say your daughter's name again?
Jaliyah. Oh, that's so beautiful.
Big up to Jaliyah, yes. And she just celebrated her birthday just recently, October 10th.
Exactly.
Happy belated birthday. Happy Jaliyah, happy belated birthday to you. She's a great sister, very, very nice and respectful, and that was good. We spoke, and I even texted her for her birthday to make sure she was all right.
And you know, King Simon, she was born in Nigeria. She's yet to come and check it out. Isn't that something?
Oh my goodness, really?
Oh, that's another story. That's another story.
That's a whole nother book. That's a whole nother book right there. That's another book
Another
right
whole
there.
book. That part. So thank you so much for inviting me. I had a wonderful time sharing, and I'm just grateful to be here, keeping it moving. Let's stay in tune by the light of the moon. Yes, and I'll be including brothers to be unified with us. Thank you, Carrie.
Any information, just hit me on WhatsApp, and then I'll definitely want to support and send out the flyers of anything. Okay. All right.
Ashe. Moving up top with us.
Bless you. Bless
Love
you.
and light. Love and light. Love and light. Thank
Love
you.
and light.
All right. That's our great one, the only Queen Esther in the building. Woo, man. Again, make sure you go to our website. Very beautiful site. She got a lot going on. Believe me, products, services. She got products also. Man, she got music. You can support her music, her poetry books, everything going on in here. She got pages upon pages. She does consultations and all of that. My goodness, and very reasonable prices for this music too. $1.49 each. My goodness, that's good prices.
Right?
Her services, of course. One of her services that consult the GPS Galactic Purpose Signature Readings.
Ooh, I love that.
The consult Fairy Godmother Transformation, and also by Nana, consult Soul Day Readings by Nana. So very good, good and reasonable. And believe me, she does a great job in what she does. And please show her some love in whatever you do. This is her website. Of course, Queen Esther Sarr, Celestial Beauty. All right, that's her beautiful self right there. Give her a round of applause again. Yes. Wasn't that beautiful?
I just love her energy. Like, I just wanted to smush her. Like, she was just so, just a ball of love, you know?
Yeah. She was out here this year at Tassili spot, right? You know, you came a few months after, but we was there at the Tassili outdoor event, and she was there and sitting inside with Queen Afua. When Queen Afua spoke, I spoke also.
Yeah.
She was there, so it was good to see her. And then I found out her birthday was February 21st, the same day as Nina Simone, the same day as Jordan Peele. So yeah, she's doing a lot of writing, a lot of music. That's a lot of that energy right there.
That makes sense.
Makes a whole lot of sense. Yeah, a whole lot of sense. So, man, we had a good time. We had a good time, my dear. So thank you very much. What you drinking? You drinking tea? I'm drinking water.
I'm drinking tea. I don't know if you can wait for it. See, it's like blood red.
Yes. What kind of tea is that?
Hibiscus.
I was gonna drink some today. I had some. I looked at it.
We were on the same wavelength. Hibiscus with key lime.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay. Well, congratulations. That hibiscus. I might do it before I go to bed. I might drink some before I go to bed. So but thank you very much. Of course, we had a good time. Family, do remember. Go to our link tree. Our link tree is popping now. This is Carrie Ann's link tree right here. That's our YouTube channel. Please support our YouTube channel. Matter of fact, I even shared it on my community section, your YouTube channel, so people can support and add more numbers to it. And this is our link tree that's scrolling on the bottom. Linktree/Carrie Ann Ingram. And of course, mine is Linktree/King Simon, the Numerator. And if you do want to advertise with us, it's scrolling right there at the bottom. But I designed another flyer purposefully for that, just in case if they do want to advertise, boom, to sponsor our or advertise during our commercial break and intermission. You can contact Carrie Ann Ingram, Carrie Ann at carrieanningram.com or ksptvmedia at gmail.com. Remember, advertisement doesn't cost, it pays. Don't forget, it doesn't cost, it pays. I remember when I was younger, McDonald's was serving 1,000 people. Then after they did more advertising, they served 1 million people. And then when they got into China and did all that major advertisement, they served 1 billion people. Isn't that something? It's all advertising. So understand, advertisement doesn't cost, it pays, especially if you have good product. And we could also, and if you advertise with us consecutively for at least 3 months, we do an interview with you also, to make sure we explain, you can explain what you got going on, how is it helping the community, how are you helping the community, what was your journey, and all that kind of stuff. And, boom. And, I know we got somebody coming up next that's going to be breaking down her products And we can't wait to have her because she was not only about her healing products. Before this, she was also doing yoga. She was doing lectures with her husband, I said, the Duke of Tears, who we'll be speaking with probably in November. But we're going to be speaking to Selena Cordova on the 25th. Yeah, that's gonna be fun because Selena is something else, and she is long-winded. Believe that, so you can get it in. So what's up, girl? What you up to for the rest of the week?
Allowing the divine energy to guide me. I'm just flowing with source.
Yeah, I took off this week from doing consultation and everything, so I've been doing some work. I got some stuff getting ready to release, and I'm actually remixing my music on YouTube. That's gonna be fun, and
Oh, nice.
putting some stuff in. My son, he just did some jingles for my numerovation, but we're about to create a whole numerovational CD with the motivation and all that. Well, Audible, so
Yeah.
people can actually motivate themselves and do a workout to some Afro beats while they're getting motivated with the numbers and all that
Nice.
stuff. So me and my son, we're about to lace it
Nice.
different way. We're using dance hall, we're using Afro beats, we're using hip hop. We're doing all of that. We're gonna mix it all in with my voice, just chopping it and breaking those numbers down past.
Nice.
We're gonna pass the mathematical duchy on the right hand side.
I love that.
I'm
It's funny. Today I was listening to Barris Hammond. I was in a Barris Hammond type of mood.
My brethren, Barris, I haven't seen him in a while. I used to MC some shows with him. Man, Barris
Okay.
Hammond. My goodness. Well,
Nice.
this is the Healing Vibes family, and it's all about healing for us. So whoever we bring on, it's not only just about the healing, but it's quality people we like to work with because it's all about quality people. For me, I don't quantity is cool. The numbers are going up on the channel, so I like that. But it's not. I'm not rushing for the million. I'm actually rushing for the the quality of people to come in and do what we have to do and stay away from the drama. You know what I'm saying? We staying away from the drama. Do you agree, Carrie Ann?
Mm-hmm.
Carrie Ann is like,
Absolutely.
well, we just want to sleep, Simon.
No, I agree. We don't even acknowledge it because it's not in our visual cortex. It's not something that is in our sight. Inner or outer.
There it
Drama? What?
Yeah,
No.
there it is. There
We
it is.
repel it. Repulsion!
Repulsion.
Power up! Repel! You know what I mean? Like, come on, you guys. We're powerful beings. Tap into your power.
Exactly. Tap into your power. That's right. That's right. Woo! All right, we're gonna get ready to close out. Any great words you wanted to share with the people, fam? Beautiful.
Allow yourself to tap into your inner knowing and let your inner knowing guide you through any of the challenges that you may feel is overtaking your life. We always have the answer embedded within us. So just dive into yourself, trust yourself, and yourself will guide you through, which is your inner source. The God within you will guide you through.
Yes. And I like, people know I like to close out with Dr. Delbert Blair's prayer.
Yes.
Please, universal creator, know in my heart that I love you. Please protect me and this planet on which I live now. Please open my mind, my spirit, and my soul to receive only truth in your love now. That's right. Dr. Blair was a very interesting Aquarian man, born February 13th, 1933. A great metaphysician teacher. If you watch him on YouTube, you'll see how articulate he was and how he presented himself. His mother was a conjure woman from out of Jamaica, he said back in the day.
Oh, he's a Jamaican. Okay.
Yeah, mother, Jamaican / American, but he said his mother was a conjure woman from out of Jamaica. When you say conjure woman, we know what I say. So I remember he saying that one time at his lectures, and he told us that. But he loved Latin music. He loved the drums, the congas from out the Latin country. So if he has any of that in his blood, it's probably going through Cuba and Jamaica. Because Jamaica did get run by Spanish at one time, so we know what it is. Spanish and Africans, and we all the who
like as Jamaicans, I feel like we all have that in our blood. I found out not too long ago that my great grandpa was a roots man.
Oh yeah, we definitely
like
have
Bush bush medicine. So what
Yeah.
does that tell you? What is that, right?
The
And
Ingrams, the
over
Ingrams,
here,
the Ingrams, the Ingram.
no, not the Ingrams.
Oh, what's that?
But we have such a negative connotation to conjure, roots, obia, all of those things we were made to believe is evil. And it's like, no, they're working with nature, the earth, herbs.
Right.
So yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I'm happy that you have found out, and you're digging more into your to find out about. Is your great grandfather or your grandfather?
My great grandfather.
Oh yeah, you're digging into the roots. That's good. Dig into the roots, man. Dig into the roots.
Sorry, my great grandfather, because I knew my great grandmother. I grew with my great grandmother, her father.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. So you're gonna tap in. Then you're gonna tap in, meditate, and pull them in and see what's happening.
Yeah.
he probably want to say something to you.
That's true. I never thought about that. I'm gonna do it tonight and be like,
hey, that's good. You should. All right, my dear. Thank you very much. Thank y'all very much for tuning in. Thank everybody. Of course, we gotta thank Queen Esther, a partner in Vibe, the one, the only Queen Afua is a partner in Vibe, but Queen Esther was here. She did a wonderful job, and make sure you support her website. We're gonna show her website one more time here. One more, get more. This is her website. Make sure you show her some love for this website. And we will see you on the other side, family.
Next week?
We'll see you next week. But guess who? Boom, that person.
Selena Cordona.
Cordova. And I know I'm doing Melanin B this weekend, this Sunday.
Oh,
and
nice.
And then after Selena, I got the class. And then, of course, we got Phil Valentine. You say you're coming up for this one, right? You're coming up for this one, right? All right, now we're going to turn up Phil Valentine now. All right. I just spoke to him the other day. Carrie Ann Ingram, make sure you hit her up at her website, carrieanningram.com, and linktree/Carrie Ann Ingram. Support our brother LloydStrayhorn.com, Lloyd-Strayhorn.com. Of course, big up to Nicholas, of course, all the time. Big up to Baba Ashwa Kwesi. And do remember, if you want to advertise with us and join our commercial breaks or our intermission, whatever we decide to do, hit us up by those emails right there. Those are our emails right there. These are my books. These are my classes. There it is, and this is you can book a session through texting me at 347-496-1022. My darling, thank you very much, and I'll talk to you on the other side, all right? Yeah, all right.
Hi, everyone. Have a wonderful rest of your week.
Love y'all. Peace and love. Take care. I will see y'all.
Content disclaimer. The views, comments, and opinions expressed by guest speakers or authors on this YouTube channel do not necessarily reflect or represent the views and opinions held by this channel's broadcasters and its sponsors. Parental guidance is advised. Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of Copyright Act of 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teachers, scholarship, education, and research. For fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringed.
Did you ever wonder if your birth date holds information about your destiny? Why you keep seeing the same number or several numbers? Welcome to Numbers Are Simple, People Are Complicated. I am your host, King Simon. Numbers are not here to control you, they're here to give you guidance. It's time for you to be able to read the numbers.